Yeah. Online students, is my voice is loud and clear? Yeah. Done, guys. Okay, perfect. And coming to this next, we are going to discuss. In the previous class, we have discussed this point. What is that? Uh, that is nothing but CNN. CNN we have covered. So before moving on to the further, and here the Pongal holidays. What are the Pongal holidays are there? The Pongal holidays are declared, okay, or declared from tomorrow. That is tomorrow, from tomorrow to 18th. Okay, 18th it is declared. And next class, what are the next classes there? Next class is on 19th. 19th 01 2026 on Monday. Okay, so the Pongal holidays are given for 5 days, right? So next class is on Monday, guys. Now, this is related to holidays. Next, coming to the our regular topics. Okay, and in our regular topic, as we have covered, okay, just today, since the students are very low, the number of students are comparatively very less, both in offline and online. If I take one of the most important topic or something, it would be a problem for others. So in today's class, what I'm going to do is I'm going to discuss with you the schedule of our classes, and along with the schedule, I'm also going to discuss with you the doubts. What are the doubts are there? You can ask me what are the doubts you are having. Now, coming to our schedule, as we already completed the ANN, we are going to cover in the next week. As per our from next week onwards, I'm writing here. In the week one, we are going to cover the computer vision, okay, where we are going to work with the images and along with the videos also, how to work with the videos. And in these videos, we are going to even discuss the live. Live means my face itself, I'm going to give live. How to work with the computer vision, even with the live. So this we are going to cover. Okay. That in the CNN, we have done the image classification. Here we are going to do, in the computer vision, we are going to do the object detection. Okay, object detection. Along with this, in this week, it is going to take approximately for us 2 days, 2 days of time. And from there, we will move on to the NLP, that is how to work with the text data. Now, with the text also, we are going to have the sequential. Okay, how to work with the sequential data and non-sequential data. So first we are going to work with the non-sequential data, non-sequential text data, that we call it as NLP. And this we are going to cover for the 3 days. In these 3 days, 3 to 4 days, it will take 3 to 4 days. In these days, we are going to cover the non-sequential text data with the 2 projects. Here we are going to cover the 2 projects. Okay. Now, next, after this was completed, that is week one. These two comes under week one. Followed by in the next week, okay, in the next week, we are going to cover the how to work with the sequential data, sequential structured data, how to work with the sequential structured data, that is time series analysis. And this we are going to have for the 2 days. And then we are moving on to the sequential text data. In the same order, sequential text data, structured data plus text data. And this will be around another 3 days. Okay, means that is our week 2. Now, here we are going to cover the one project from this. And here we are going to cover the approximately one more project. Now, with this, the base of the GenAI will be completed. Now, we are moving on to the with Gen, how to work with the GPTs, how to create the chat GPT model, how these GPT models will work, and what are the algorithms behind that. All these things we are going to work. So here I can't write the each of individual topic wise, just I'm giving a overview only. So how to work with the GPT models, that is transformer models, and how to use the Hugging Face library, and how to create the multiple projects with this. Now, here it is going to take for us approximately 5 days. That is 1 week. Okay, how to create the GPT models. So within the GPT models, what are the different types of GPT models are there? All these things we are going to discuss. And with this Hugging Face, then we'll move on to the OpenAI. Next week, we are going to discuss how to use the OpenAI models. OpenAI followed by RAG models, followed by Lang-Smith models. Okay, Lang-Smith, Lang chain. Like this, we are having the some models. Once we understand one of the model from Hugging Face, here is the main part is there, guys. Here only main part is there. So once we understand this now, all these things will be comparatively very easy because the logic behind that will run in the same way. The course might be different. The logics will remains the same. So OpenAI with lag model will take for us 1 week. And regarding to the Langchain and Langsmith, what are the Langchain and Langsmith we are having? This will take for us additional 1 week. Okay, so total with this 5 weeks like this we are going to cover, and in the next we are going to have the agentic AI, and we'll see the how the agents will work. So approximately, okay. So here once we start 19th onwards, it is going to be regular for you. We will not even have 1 day break also. My health issue was completely resolved. Maybe 5% is there, but 95% it was completely normal, and we'll have this. So here in the Hugging Face only LLM models will come. Here only LLM is there. Here only in terms of transformer models are there. Okay. So all these things comes under here in the week 3. So total in the next 6 weeks, means in the January we are having the 2 weeks, and in the February month we are having the 4 weeks. So by end of February, mostly by end of February, your course will be completed. Okay, maximum. If it goes maximum also, it will go maximum up to first week of March. So you can fix yourself. The last day of our course is 8th March. This is fixed. Than that, it is not going to extend. Okay, clearly in the week 1, within the week 1, day 1 what topic, day 2 what topic. Like this, I'm going to write each day topic also clearly, and I will share you on the 19th itself so that you can get a more clarity on that. Okay. Yes, last week is going to be the interview preparation. Exactly. So March, whatever the by end of February, once your course was completed, this 1 week we will use for the interview preparation. Here I will discuss with you more number of interview questions. I will conduct personally mock interviews, everything. Okay. Here in the last week, that is March, we'll see the first how to build your resume. In the resume, what we require first skills. Here you are going to learn the all the skills, and you are going to mention all the skills. Second, what we require projects. So what projects you are going to do now, that projects you are going to write. The more number of projects you write, the more experience you gain. Okay. And based on these three, this one, along with the certification, you are going to have some certification, and this one you are going to write in the resume. So we'll discuss this one. Experienced people, how to keep the resume. Experienced people already having some real experience. Resumes, how to showcase yourself. Fresher resumes, how the freshers has to replace. And career gap people, whoever the career gap people are there, how you have to write the resume. So all types of resumes I'm going to explain in detail, right? Okay, all these concepts we'll discuss in detail. Now just here one point. Sharvan, Varsha, here just remember one point, guys, related to the content, course content wise, related to course content. Okay, contents. Whatever the content I have shared in the syllabus copy, within the syllabus copy, every every point and every word will be covered. If you are having the syllabus copy with you, everything will be covered by end. 100% everything will be covered. Every point, every word will be covered. Okay, if it is in the syllabus copy. Okay, if you're not having the syllabus copy, first I'm going to share you the course contents, that is syllabus copy in your drive. In your drive, I'm going to upload. I assume that you already have got that one and then only you have joined the course. But still, if you're not having, first I'll add the course contents in drive. After once I add the course contents in the drive, go through the course content once. In that, whatever the points are there, those only will be covered. Which are not there, those will not be covered. Simple. Okay. The two things I'm going to do in the next 5 days of time on before 19th. Once your Pongal holidays was completed, by that time I will also have the 5 days of time free to work and everything. Now, in these 5 days, I'm going to share you the one course content. What are the syllabus copy is there? Syllabus copy in drive. Point number one, I'm going to add. Second, day-wise schedule also I'm going to add. Day-wise schedule. So that one also you can cross check. Okay, this one, that one, this one, all these things. Okay, and shall we discuss on course content so far we have completed and pen? Yes. Now, here within this day-wise, what are the schedule I'm going to share you now? Once I have shared to you, you can go through that. And here each and every point will be covered. And in the starting, I have told some projects. Starting, I have told you that these many projects we are going to execute. Then what are the projects I have committed for you in the starting? Then the projects. We are going to do the more number of projects only. Whatever I have committed during the demo, than that we are going to do the more number of projects. That is 100% sure. Okay, I will add the more number of projects. Right? Now, main point of this one is here. Okay, this when I'm going to share to you all these things by 19th. Okay, by 19th, I will share you. Now, what you have to do in this week then? In this week, what you have to do? In this week, instead of focusing what to be covered, okay, instead of focusing what to be covered, always focus on the what we have covered till now, how much we are strong in the subject, how much we are strong in the subject within what we have covered till now. Just focus on this. How much we are strong in the subject within what we have covered till now. In this week, just focus on this and revise each and every topic and try to do revise topics. What are the topics are there? Revise the topics and try to do some additional projects. Already I told you how to collect the data. So collect the data and try to do some additional projects. That is the which you have to do in this week. Okay. From that, we are going to complete the remaining things. Now, whatever is there in the syllabus copy, everything will be covered. Maybe the order might be different. Whatever is there in your mind, what are the order? My order might be different. Order might be different, but every topic will be covered. Okay. Now, just only one point I want to add here is during the last 15-20 days. Okay. Last 15 to 20 days, close to 15 to 20 days. Okay. And this is last class. last 15 to 20 days. Okay. I'm basically, I'm not feeling well. Okay. Almost for 15 to 20 days, I'm not feeling well. And you have given me the maximum support. What are the support you can give from your end? You have given me, you guys has given me maximum support. Okay, if I'm unable to take the class even for 1.5 hours, also you have supported. And what are the things? Last 15 to 20 days, though I'm not feeling well, you have given the maximum support. And with this support, whatever you have given and everything, I'm very much thankful for that. Only one thing I can do from my end for yours means from 19th onwards, whatever our regular class is there, I will utilize the maximum time and I will try to give the maximum amount of content with more number of projects than committed. That is the one which I can do from my end. Okay. So 100% at the end of this course, you will feel that this is most justified course. 100% you will say this when compared to any other batch or any other institute or anything. That is sure. That much of confidence I can give. Okay. From my end. So for previous support, whatever you have given, thanks for each and every student. Okay. Now, so from here, from now onwards, what are the things are there? I'm going to share you the content, the day-wise schedule as I've told you now. I will share you the day-wise schedule. In this week, what are the topics we are going to cover? In this week, what are the topics like that? So every topic, whichever was mentioned in the syllabus copy, everything will be covered, guys. Don't worry about the topics. Maybe the order might be different. In your brain, for example, some students, like example I'm saying, in the Python, some students may think that whoops concept. They assume that in the core Python only, why we have not discussed the whoops concept. That whoops concept is not relevant there. For us, the whoops concept will come in the another portion. So here, instead of learning what are the courses there, instead of learning the course as per the content wise, we are learning the course based on the project wise. If you remember, what are the project regression project we have done? First, business problem understanding, data collection, followed by data exploration. If you remember, first I have explained for you the pandas. In the pandas, what I have told you, how to load the data. That is how to load the data plus how to do the data exploration. All these things we have discussed in the regular pandas class. After that, I have discussed with you the data cleaning. After that, I have discussed with you the data transformations. After that, we have entered into the basics of ML. Why I have entered in that order only? Because the real-time project will also be in that way. Point is clear, everyone. So just I will explain the order of the whatever we are going to do, the order we are discussing in terms of project wise. Right? Now, next. So multi-class classification project. What are the multi-class classification project is there? You can choose any one of the project of multi-class. You can take one project from multi-class and in the output you have to change the what are the activation function is there? You have to change to sigmoid. Instead of sigmoid to softmax. Delete. Right? You can choose any one data set of your choice. Done? Now, coming to here, please take any one data set. Okay. Now, coming to here, next, as I've told you in today's class, I'm going to have some doubts. So it's a doubts clearance session. So you can ask what are the doubts you are having. In today's class, we'll use the entire class for the doubts. Please, now you can ask one by one, each and every one, you can ask the questions. Sumara, first question, in the real time. Okay, in real time coding will be similar or more complex. Means in the real time also whatever we are doing now, it would be the same. Only difference is size of the data increases. Size of data, that is rows and columns. Size of data increases. That is rows will increase and along with the columns also. Rows and columns will increase. So once they are increased means automatically time increases. Apart from that, remaining things, everything will be the same. Okay, your question is clear. Next, uh, for multi-class, next question is in, sorry, question 2. 1 minute. Abhishek. Abhishek is asking the question. Abhishek and along with the Dilip, both of them are asking the similar kind of question. The question is for multi-class, remaining codes are same as apart from the softmax. Exactly. Only difference between the binary, what are the binary class, and multi-class. What are the multi-class you are going to have? Okay, multi-class. With these two, first one is major difference between these two is the activation function, whatever we are using here is sigmoid, and activation function we are going to use here is softmax. That too for the output only, not for the hidden layer. Okay, only for the output, only for the output layer. Within the output layer only we are going to have. In the input layers and everywhere and hidden layers, it is going to be the same. No difference in the input. Input is as it is. Here also, what are the input layer is there? Input layer is same. Even it is soft multi-class also, binary class also. Input layer will remains as the input layer. Hidden layer will remains as the hidden layer. There is no difference. Adding the hidden layers and here also adding the hidden layers. For these two things, there is no difference. The difference comes under in the output layer. Within the output layer, we are going to use the activation function as softmax. And second, we are going to use the loss. What are the loss is there? Within the binary class, we are going to use the loss as binary cross entropy. Binary cross entropy. This is the one which we are going to use. Whereas here the loss, we are going to use the categorical cross entropy. Okay, categorical cross entropy. That is misclassification from overall classes. Misclassification between two classes. Cross entropy means misclassification between two classes across the categories. Across the categories, identifying the misclassification rate. Right? Done? Now, coming to the next. This is the only difference between the multi-class versus binary class. Remaining everything will be as it is. Not even minute difference. Okay. Here in the output layer, within the output layer, we are going to use the number of neurons. Number of neurons. What are the number of neurons is there? Is equal to 1. Along with the activation function, we are going to use the sigmoid. This is the one which we are going to do here. Whereas it comes to the output layer within the multi-class. Okay, within the multi-class, output neurons is equal to n, and activation function we are going to use is called as, the activation function is softmax. Okay, apart from this, remaining everything is same. Okay, there is no difference between the input layer and hidden layers and anything. Point number 1. Is that clear? Your question is clear, Abhishek, and along with the delete. Right? Next. Next question is by Sai. Okay, Sai. Please explain brief about accuracy error evaluation. These terms are slightly feeling confusion. Now, here the evaluation means evaluating the model. Whatever your model is there, evaluation meaning of evaluation is evaluating the model. What are the model is there? The model you are evaluating basically. Okay, evaluating the model means whether it is a good model or bad model. How you are going to evaluate means model. Basically, what model will do? Model will predict the output. Model will predict the output. And what are the output was predicted by the model? We are going to compare with the original values. Compare with original values. This concept we call it as evaluation. Okay. So model predicted values we call it as Y pred. Original values we call it as Y. So comparison between the Y versus Y pred is called as evaluation. Okay, example. Here, best example is I want to evaluate the student. Okay, I want to evaluate the student. Same, I'm evaluating the students. One of the student, evaluating the student. How I'm going to evaluate means I will ask some questions. For that questions, student will predict the answer. I will ask one question to the student. Student will predict the answer. He will write in the exam. Whatever was written in the exam answer, what are the exam answer is there, student is going to write. Now I'm going to compare this one with the original answers. How much it is correct. Okay, compare with the original answers. With what I'm going to compare? Compare original answers. What are the original answers are there? What are the answers you have written? What is the original answer? So I'm going to compare with the original answer with your exam answer, whatever you have written on the exam. So this is same thing what we are going to do in the modeling also. Model will predict the output. What are the model has predicted the output? We are comparing with the original values. Now here for classification project, we have the accuracy, and for regression projects we have the error. Okay, accuracy, this is error. That is, and this is why you are confusing means this is classification project where the output is text. This is regression project where the output is number. Number has to be compared with the number. Number comparison will be done with the difference. Text and text calculation estimation will be done with the different way. Point is clear? Understood or not? Mayur. Right? Next. Do we use ridge regression and lasso regression in the ANN also miss? Yes. They are called as regularization techniques. We are going to use. In the further, we'll discuss that. Next, can you help me in detailed explanation of fit and transform? Okay, done. Next question is, could you help me with the detailed explanation of fit and transform with examples? I know these are for the text and time, but I need to have the better understanding. Fit means calculate. Fit means calculate. So here fit means calculate. What calculate? What you will calculate? Basically fit means calculate. Calculate means inside that some formulas will be there. For every fit, for fit means calculate. So what are the calculation you are going to do? Some formula will be there. That formula calculation you are going to do. That we call it as calculate. Okay, whether you are considering the min-max scalar means some formula will be there. Standard scalar means one formula will be there. Or if you are taking the label encoding means one formula will be there. For everything, one formula will be there in the backend. So fit means basically calculate. Calculate means formula. Substitute the values in the formula is called as fit. Okay. After substituting the values in the formula, you will generate some output that we call it as transform. which will be converted. Okay, transform means convert the data. Is the point is clear? Fit means calculate, transform means convert. Yes or no? Next, uh, is it clear? First, Venugopal, your question is clear means I'll go to the next question by another student. If your question is not clear, first I'll explain to you only. Venugopal, could you respond? It is clear enough for you? Done. Now I have practice on multi-class. Next, Siddharam. Question by Siddharam. I have practiced multi-class classification one project, and here accuracy was not increased. Okay, some project onion leaves diseases accuracy was not increased. I have increased the convolution layer 1 to 4, but still accuracy was at 74 only. It is not increasing. Now, as I've told you, there are multiple options to increase the accuracy. In that, you have tried with the convolution layer. Have you tried with the other options? One of them you have told, okay, this is not working. Keep this one side. Keep this one as it is. Don't change. Keep as one only. Have you tried with the other options? What are the other options? Only convolution layer, adding the more convolution layer only is the option to increase the accuracy. Is there no other options? Have you tried with other options? Yes or no? Okay. Yes. Yes, I tried. What are the other options you have tried? Sitaram. Other than increasing the convolution layer, what are the other options you have tried? Done. Batch size, right? Now, data cleaning and everything, right? Now, so you tried with the data cleaning, right? Now, what type of data cleaning you have done? See, here what are the options we are having? First, point number one. Okay, Sitaram. For your question, first we have to try all available options. How many options are there? We have to try the all the available options. In that, I have not told you the batch size. Basically, you have written the batch size, but I have not discussed about the batch size. For CNN model, batch size is not the point. Okay, data cleaning is one of the good one. Okay, low pixel images you have deleted. Nice, that is okay. And that is last option I told you. Remaining options I have told you, right? Total 5 different options are there. In that 5 different options, you have told me 2. So balance 3 are there. Okay, first you have to try all the options. After trying all the options also, still, still it is. Though you have tried also, every option you tried also, still finally it is 74 only miss. Then we can conclude this project. We conclude. So but directly in the company also we'll do the same. For every project, we cannot get the 90, 100% accuracies. We conclude, for example, let's take like this. COVID, as everyone knows, na, I will tell you with one real-time example. COVID. COVID is everyone knows COVID situation and everyone in that injection, during that COVID, we have got one injection. Some people has taken the injection also. Some people has not taken the injection. Do you remember that one? COVID injections, 2 doses, dose 1 and dose 2. They have given in the 2 doses. Some people has taken the dose 1 only. Some people even has not taken something. During the COVID, we have in the market, we are having the injection. Now, that injection, do you think that it is having 100% accuracy? It has released in the market now. It is released in the market means 100% accuracy is there? No. It is having with respect to only the 72% accuracy. If you are interested, you can see the documentation of the COVID injection. Type in the Google, you will get the details. The accuracy is only 72%. Means in India, 72% of the people, this injection is going to work more effectively. What is indirectly they are saying? For 28% of the people, it is not going to work properly. That is the matter now. But instead of highlighting the 28%, what they have highlighted? 72%. Similarly, now coming to your concept also, in your case also, we conclude finally at the end of the project, even in the companies also, we do the same. So if 74% is the maximum we can get, miss, directly we can say that we conclude this project. Okay, we conclude this project with maximum of where we conclude this project like this. We can estimate the output. What are the output is there with maximum accuracy of 74. So whatever you are going to predict for the future data, it is going to give the 74% accuracy only. Means out of 100, whatever you have predicted, 74 of them are going to be correct predictions. 26 of them are going to be wrong predictions. Now, in the resume also, you are going to highlight the same. This project was completed as per the client requirement, and we have done this one with the 74% or something you'll ask, right? In the interview, they'll ask the question. In this project, what is the accuracy you got? 74. Hey, only 74. I think it is not sufficient now. We require more. Is there any other possibilities of increasing more? Miss, you will tell all the options which are available in the interview. The next question immediately they'll ask, have you tried? Have you tried? What are the options you are saying now? Have you tried? And you are going to say that, yes, I have tried the each and every option. And after trying all the options also, maximum I have got the 74 only. You'll say like this. Now they'll ask, but in the reality 74 is not sufficient. Now how to increase the accuracy? Means directly you have to say that I require the more accurate data, still more. What are the data you provided to me? With this, I can estimate 74. For example, today, if I conduct the exam for you, how many marks you are going to get? Approximately out of 100, how much marks you will get? Let's take the 80 or 85 you got. Assume, let's take an example. Why you have not got the 100 out of 100, miss? I require more amount of data for training. I want to prepare more things. I have to learn. Or I require the more time. Something you are going to say, right? You tried your maximum best within the given time. If I want to get the 100 out of 100 from you, I require the more data, means more amount of practice for my brain. Point is clear. Understood or not? Yes or no? So every project is not going to be 100% only. Clear? Next, I'll take the next question from Suresh. I see TensorFlow is not supported in the 3.11 yet. How do we need to handle the latest features in the latest 12 versions along with the TensorFlow? Can we cover any sample with the unsupervised algorithm? First, unsupervised algorithms are not applied on the TensorFlow. Unsupervised algorithms work in a different way. What is unsupervised algorithms and what is the max behind that? As of now, you don't know. Na? With that, TensorFlow will not work. That logic, the way of execution, that is entirely different. Point is clear? Everyone? Right? So TensorFlow cannot be executed for the unsupervised algorithms. Unsupervised, we are going to learn in the ML only. Point number one. Second, coming to the 3.11, what are the 3.11 version which doesn't support the TensorFlow? Automatically, when we install the TensorFlow, it will take with the which is supported version of the Python. In the Google Colab, automatically it will take like that. Generally, whenever we work with the TensorFlow, okay, whenever we take with the TensorFlow, this TensorFlow, what are the TensorFlow we are having? Generally, we are going to execute this TensorFlow in the Google Colab, which we are going to discuss in the further. In the Google Colab, we are going to have the GPUs. Instead of CPU, we'll use the GPUs. Okay, is the point is clear? Suresh, your question is clear? In real time, which ID is used by ML and AI engineers based on the size of the data and based on the system configuration? Abhishek. Okay. In the reality, we may use the cloud where we'll take the additional support of the hardware because our laptops will not support. Within the cloud, Jupyter Notebook again will be there. Within the Google App also, Jupyter Notebook only is there. So by end of this, you'll understand automatically these questions. In which case, which one has to be used. In the small one, if you use the this one, what happens? All these things you'll understand. Right? Done. Still any questions? Done, guys. Thank you. Morley, share the interview questions, Shiva, so we can get idea how we can how they will ask the questions so that we can prepare in this week. Uh, Coming to the interview questions, we have discussed the interview questions in the class exclusive, right? Particularly separate interview questions, typing the interview questions separately are not available. Dharmendra, as a GenAI role engineer, do we really work on the models from the scratch? Yes, we are going to use in the different ways. Three different models will be there. We can have from the scratch. Okay, we can have from the scratch or already the model. Okay, so here the models, what are the models are there? Three types of models will be there. We are going to develop completely from scratch and we'll see some projects related to this. Okay, whatever you are asking the question, can are we going to have from the scratch level or something now? So 100% we are going to do some project which can we start from the scratch level, develop the entire model, develop the model from scratch level. Okay, we'll try with some projects in the class. This is one type. And we will use existing models. We'll use existing models and we will add our data. What are the data is there? Our data will add. Okay. This is second way. Okay. This is second. So we use existing models and along with that, we use our data. And here also, I'm going to show you some projects. This we call it as fine tuning. Fine tuning means adding our data. We will add our data. Okay. This we call it as fine tuning models. Right? Next, coming to the third one is directly we are going to use the existing models and directly we'll work on that without doing anything. So here also we are going to do the some projects. It's all depends on the budget of the project and what are the infrastructure of the project. It's all depends. So I will show you the some projects from the each category so that you will get a, some clarity, and in the company based on the requirement will work. Point is clear, everyone? Next, Ashish, what are the requirements are there to create the model from the scratch? Uh, that is every step. What are the steps are there? Na? Every step by step. The project first starting with the business problem understanding, followed by next step, followed by next step. Like that, how many steps are there? Every step. Can we ask the steps of the project to ChatGPT? Anything you can do. Absolutely, you can ask. Asking the ChatGPT whatever we don't know is called as research. Okay, you can ask ChatGPT. You can ask Google, anything. In the company, you can do that. That we call it as research. Whatever we don't know, we are learning. Asking others is called as doubt. Asking ChatGPT is called as learning. Difference. That is the difference. Yes. Arthro, we are going to save our model, and using our model, later we are going to import the model directly. That is, we call it as deployment. Okay. So here, as we have started the rate projects recently, that is in the deep learning, just we have covered the ANN and CNN only. Other than ANN and CNN, have you covered any other projects, miss? No, till now. But by end of this month, in the next 2 weeks of time, once the Pongal holidays are completed, 2 weeks, by that time, you will have the complete idea on the multiple projects. Because by that time, we develop some more projects now, and so in that we'll also do the deployment also, so that by end of this month you will get a complete clarity. What are the questions you are asking, where we are going to use, and how these models will be employed, everything. Complete clarity you are going to get by end of this month. That is 2 weeks. Uh, in the regression output for a single variable regression, single variable means which is the first quotient is intercept beta 1 and the second quotient is slope. The first quotient is slope beta naught and second one is, so generally slope was given by beta 1. Slope is beta 1 and quotient is beta naught. And the first quotient, what are the first quotient is there? It is going to be the slope. Okay. So here, what are the first quotient is intercept beta naught and beta 1. What are the slope, and here within the y hat is equal to beta 1 x1 plus beta naught. Or you can write like this, beta naught plus beta 1 x. Both the options. Out of these two, both the options. That one and this one both are same only, na? If you consider any of them. Now, out of in this both of them, beta naught, whether beta naught and beta naught, we call it as intercept. Beta naught is always called as intercept. Beta 1 is considered as quotient. Now, what is first quotient? First quotient means according to your equation. If you are writing the beta 1 x plus beta naught means automatically this will be the first quotient and this is going to be the second one. If you are writing in this way means this will be the first and this is going to be the second. Point is clear? Beta naught is called as intercept. Beta 1 only is called as quotient. First quotient only not there, na? First quotient, second quotient, what? Two quotients are not there, na? Your question only is wrong. Two quotients are only not there. You are having only one quotient. One quotient is there, one intercept is there. Here, according to them, okay, in the given quotient, what are the coefficient they are using now? That is nothing but value. They are using the value. The quotient is considered as value. They are using the in the options clearly that beta naught and beta 1 slope and intercept words. They are using the words clearly slope and intercept. Okay. Now coefficient means first value, second value they are asking. So equation generally in the ML or everything, it will be considered like this. Beta naught plus beta 1 x1 plus beta 2 x2 plus beta 3 so on. So according to them, this is considered as quotient 1. This is considered as quotient 2. Generally, how many rows we of data set we have to use for the project? Minimum 1000. Minimum 1000 should be there. Abhinash. Sir, it is mandated to use any APIs like Flask or Fast APIs in the real-time project, or it's optional? Miss, it's an optional. At the same time, we are going to see how to work with the APIs. I'll show you how to use the APIs and how to generate the APIs and how to utilize them. In the class, we'll discuss about the APIs. Minimum 1000. 1000 means rows. 1000 rows minimum. 1000 rows. Okay. In the company, what are the data we are going to get is going to be huge data. In the reality, we'll get the small amounts of data. Na? We require the minimum 1000 to get the more accurate answers. Niranjan, is your question is clear? Done. Normally, we'll get the huge data in the projects. Exactly. Next question is by iPad. PyTorch versus TensorFlow. We'll work with the both of them. Some libraries like Keras will support by the TensorFlow. Hugging Face, OpenAI models, all these will work with the PyTorch. Keras is there, na? Whenever you are working with the Keras, na, TensorFlow is sufficient. No need of PyTorch. Right? Yeah, Dharmendra, I want to clear my certification by March, April. Can you guide me? 100% in the March you will complete. 100%, not even April. March itself you will complete the certification. Guarantee. Okay? Done, guys. If no questions, we'll end up the session and we'll continue in the Monday's class. YOLO or anything we are going to have in the computer vision. Let me complete the computer vision so that you will get a clarity on that. Done, guys. Sure. If any notes is pending from my end, miss, I'll add. I'll cross check and I'll add. Today itself, I will do that. when we are going to discuss about API generation, by end of this month only. I mean, after the NLP transformers, we are going to complete now. After the transformers, that is GPT models, once it is completed, then APIs will come. Yeah, that is your choice, Abhishek. My mail ID is srk.nareshit@gmail.com. srk.nareshit. Done. Thank you. Thank you all.